is Jasmine. Welcome back to another travel vlog. I am super excited and grateful to finally be here in Vietnam. I'm currently here in Ho Chi Minh City. I arrived last night from Bali, had a brief stopover in Singapore, and then I landed here in Saigon, otherwise known as Ho Chi Minh City, and it is another dream come true. I keep saying that. I really hope that through my travel vlogs I can inspire you to go for your dreams, to believe in yourself, to take inspired action, and have absolutely no shadow of a doubt that your dreams can absolutely be possible. You can manifest them. That's what we're here to do. And so I remember 6 months ago just being at home in Melbourne and dreaming of visiting Vietnam, and here I am. So I'm going to be here for the next 3 weeks exploring Vietnam from south to the north. It's actually my first time joining a tour as well, which I'm very excited about. I've always wanted to do it. I'm actually here on the Contiki Vietnam Highlights tour. So later today is the 21st of July, we'll meet in the evening at the hotel and then begin from there. Also, when I arrived in Vietnam yesterday, I had to get a visa on arrival before immigration, and then after a warm welcome at Ho Chi Minh Airport, there was a large group of young people that were just waving balloons every time someone walked past. That would really welcome you. It was just like the best entry into a country. I took a grab taxi from the airport to Louis Hotel. I spent the night here. I'm about to check out. I'm just super excited about this trip, and I'm excited to create the vlogs as well. I want to separate it into a series of different vlogs for the different cities we'll be visiting. I hope it inspires you to visit Vietnam as well. So I hope you enjoy these upcoming Vietnam vlogs, and don't forget to go out there and make your dreams a reality. On my first day in Vietnam, I walked around curiously to explore this city, and never in my life had I seen so many scooters in one place. I found it so interesting to observe how different the life is here to other places I've traveled to, and it always gives me perspective. The next morning, after meeting with my group the evening before, we had an amazing buffet breakfast at our hotel, and then began our journey with a road trip further south of Vietnam to the Mekong Delta.
Our first drive is about an hour and a half, and then we'll stop at the rest stop. If you guys use the bathroom, get a coffee, and if you want to try your first taste of...
Alright, yeah, tomorrow morning, when you hang over with the jungle juice, you can call me Cat Dog, no problem, okay, yeah. Oi, Troy, oi, like Aussie, oi, oi. Alright, yeah. Troy, T-R-O-I, in Vietnamese mean God. Oi, Troy, oi. It should be Một, Hai, Ba. 1, 2, 3.
The sun came out for us, and while it was very hot and humid, the day was beautiful, and I loved observing from the bus. On the way to the Delta, we had a brief stopover at a beautiful cafe and garden before arriving at a small port where we hopped onto a small wooden traditional Vietnamese boat and sailed along the river. The Mekong Delta is regarded as the most important river in all of Southeast Asia, and it truly was so unique and beautiful in its own way. It felt so surreal to be here, and all along the riverbank were floating houses, which was humbling to see. After an hour, we arrived at our first stop, which was a village along the Delta. Kevin, our tour guide, showed us around and took us to see how some Vietnamese delicacies are made, where he gave us a demonstration on how to make fresh coconut candy and the simple process it goes through. We also got to try some of these snacks and warm teas they had prepared for us, and it was nothing short of sweet and delicious.
Sorry, I'm
waiting in anticipation.
second boat ride, we visited a little traditional Vietnamese open house and then stopped at a local restaurant for lunch that brought us incredible Vietnamese food, from soups to pancakes to spring rolls and noodles. After solo traveling for 4 months, I really appreciated sitting down and enjoying a meal with a group of people again, where we got to know each other even more and laughed lots. Although it was only the first day, my heart was filled with more love and joy. I had started to feel lonely during my travels, but this tour seemed to come at the perfect divine timing, and it felt like medicine for my soul. A lesson I already learned by this point is the importance of healthy relationships for our well-being. That connection is key to happiness, that we don't have to go through life alone. Followed by a walk through another village, we arrived that afternoon at our homestay and went on a bike ride led by Kevin. The breeze was so cooling and I truly loved this authentic and fun experience where I got to see another side of Vietnam.
The homestay itself.
Yeah. Oh, such a good doggy.
Want to take a photo?
That evening, we all gathered in the dining area and were presented with a traditional Vietnamese performance by the locals. We then enjoyed another amazing home-cooked dinner with lots of food and laughter, and afterwards we played some games as a group to know each other even more until late.
Much more. Never stop. Yeah.
Good morning. So today is our second full day here in Vietnam on the tour, and we just woke up. It's around 7 a.m. We're about to get breakfast at this homestay. So we stayed here last night, and it is a really local experience. And this is the room we had. So there are 5 beds in here we all had to share. But it was a really interesting experience. Very hot in the room, but I still had a very deep sleep. Like, I had a very vivid dream. So I'm loving how we get to have all of these really local cultural experiences. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Vietnam. So I'll show you around a bit and then we'll get breakfast. This is the room, and as you can see, each bed has these nets, which is really nice for a bit of privacy, but also to keep out any mozzies. And then this here is the bathroom. There's just one shower here, a toilet, and yeah, that's it. Over here is the sink and just a little mirror. And when you come out here, there are a few more rooms in these doors there, and over here is the big entry. Morning. I've seen a lot of flowers here in Vietnam, and I just love how colourful they are and so cute. And as you can see, it rained a bit this morning too. So cute. Oh, look at that. We started the day with another home-cooked meal for breakfast before walking back to the river to go on a traditional Vietnamese boat ride. 4 of us sat in each gondola and were rowed by a very cute and lovely Vietnamese lady down the Mekong Delta again. As we rode, we saw lots of different plants and fruits, and this whole homestay experience was just unforgettable.
halfway. They halfway crawling there.
Our next stop on the way back to Ho Chi Minh City was the Chu Chi Tunnels, part of an immense network of tunnels used by the Viet Cong as hiding spots during the World War. As Kevin took us around, it was really an eye-opening experience, and I learned so much more about what the Vietnamese have been through. It also went to show that we can always learn from the past and create peace in the world again when we create peace inside of ourselves, for the world is a reflection of us. That evening, after freshening up, a small group of us went out to explore more of Saigon and saw lots of locals playing sports at the park. We were getting more confident in crossing the streets and came across the Ben Thanh markets, a bustling indoor market selling all kinds of goods from clothing to bags to food. So we are finally back in Ho Chi Minh City now after quite a long few days. It feels like it's been a long time, even though it's just been a day and a half since we started the tour. We did so much and it's been really fun and exciting. I've really been enjoying it so far, and just talking to all the people in the group as well. Everyone is really friendly, and just all of the experiences. I'm truly enjoying Vietnam and this tour that I'm on. So yeah, we've had a couple of hours of driving today from the Mekong Delta to the Chu Chi Tunnels and back to Ho Chi Minh City. Oh yeah, this is my bed, by the way. We're in this hotel called the Vien Dong Hotel in Saigon. So by the way, I recently got my eyelash extensions done here because in every corner just about you can see beauty salons and spas, and they're actually quite good. So these are my current extensions. So yeah, you can find them everywhere here, just a tip. And also I've been using cash mostly. You can use US dollars here. I've just been using the Vietnamese dong, and even if you don't speak English, I still think it's quite easy to get around. What else did I say? So Emmy and I just came to the park opposite the hotel, and we found these exercise things that they have in Asia. I know they have them a lot in China, so we're just like playing on them. So fun. So there's a lot of local Vietnamese people just doing morning exercise in this park. It's really cool to watch. On our last morning in Ho Chi Minh, we visited some more landmarks in this vibrant city, including the Independence Palace, the Notre Dame Cathedral of Saigon, and Saigon Central Post Office, where I sent some postcards to my family. I also came across a beautiful street filled with bookstores, and as a book lover, this was one of my best discoveries here. Our final stop was the War Remnant Museum, where we had another experience of the history of Vietnam and was reminded to not take this precious life for granted. So this is the tour guide, Kevin. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. We then arrived at the airport and head off onto our next adventure in a new city. Thank you so much for being here today, and in the next vlog you will see another incredible, beautiful side of Vietnam. So be sure to subscribe and join our community to watch the next episode.